There's another guy who has been staking claim to that for many, many years.
The best in the world, actually, you mean?
According to Bonds and many of you out there, CM Punk. And what a brilliant way that AEW kind of mixed things up a little bit tonight. We've seen Punk come out to the ring, cut a lot of those consistent promos and milk the crowd. And that's worked really well. But I know, Bonds, that cynic in you is waiting for that shoe to drop and be like, all right, people are going to turn on this eventually if they don't mix it up. And tonight was a beautiful way in which AEW did that. They allowed us to have that pop, have Punk cut promo basically for most of the night. Yeah. Punk on commentary tonight. I don't know about you. I mean, it's easy to wax poetic about what he did with the Straight Edge Society and the New Nexus and all his great in-ring and the pipe bombs and all those great things that he did. But Punk had a section of his career where he was just awesome on commentary. And I think that people forget how good he can be in that role. And tonight was a beautiful reminder of that. Punk really brings a seriousness, kind of a calm, cool vibe to the commentators' booth.
Different vibe for sure.
Yeah, he's just kind of got that cool vibe to him. And he's not afraid.
Sarcastic.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to speak his mind and to give props to talent, whether they're a good guy or bad guy. I mean, tonight,
he's right down the middle. It's great.
How nice. I mean, for me as an FTR fan, I got to hear Punk, really highlight what a team they are. And for a baby face to build up a heel like that, it shows that Punk can be Punk. He doesn't need to be a baby face or heel. He can just be himself. And that's why it felt so great seeing him on commentary tonight. It was obvious that he was a natural. It was obvious that the love of wrestling was there again.
Yeah.
And Bonds, this all ended. His night at the commentator's booth ended prematurely.
Yeah.
For the team that you have been, I mean, I tend to be the guy who's the factory fanboy here at Dynamite Download.
Yeah.
You are a Tazmaniac.
Always has been, man. I love Taz.
Represent. You had to be geeking out watching this play out tonight.
Man, I just want to see Powerhouse Hobbs and CM Punk in the ring. That's all I want after the show. After they came out there and attacked him, and they tricked Punk into coming out of the booth with Hook and Taz like, you trying to take my job now, Punk? What are you doing over there? And it's just great. Taz is just being Taz. And then eggs on Punk. And then Hobbs comes out and just brutalizes him. And it was like, oh, man, like, this is what we wanted to see from Team Taz. This is what we wanted to see for Punk. Like, this is something that's, like, going to be a real feud. It's going to elevate a young guy like Hobbs, who we all are big fans of. He's been great. He's been developing. He's a great talent. And having that rub of CM Punk in a match just is going to be epic. It's going to be huge for his career. It's going to be, as fans of Hobbs, both of us, it's going to be great for him, just his evolution as a character, his evolution as a performer. And plus, people that aren't aware are going to see what kind of guy he is as a performer as well. Because Hobbs, again, in the last 6 months, has really taken it to another level. And I'm stoked to see that match. I'm stoked to see Team Taz versus Punk. Because, again, like, CM Punk, his promos are just on top notch, and Taz as well. You get, Taz on there on the mic. It's just unstoppable. But